Hello everyone, welcome to the first episode of Gear for Fears by 11K Audio. Today we're going to talk about the latest release by sEElectronics in the field of shotgun mics, the sE6160. Let's go. Before starting, let me thank SE for lending us the stereo pair of the 6160, but also let me specify that this is not a sponsored collaboration, so SE doesn't have any saying about the content of this video or our opinion around this tool. The 6160 is a small-diaphragm condenser super-cardioid lobar shotgun mic built into an all-metal die-cast housing that weighs only 110 grams, real feather microphone. SE specifies that the microphone is ready to be used in the field in heavy dust condition, but it doesn't say much about the weather ceiling on the mic, so I will never recommend you use it in extreme weather condition like heavy rain or snow. The microphone covers a range from 20 Hz to 20 kHz, has a self-noise of 13 dBA, and can handle up to 137 dB with no attenuation pad. However, in the back we have an attenuation pad switch that can go down to -10, pushing up the loudness to 147 dB, or -20, pushing the loudness up to 157 dB. The low-pass filter switch covers 80 Hz and 160 Hz. As of November 2025, this microphone retails for the price of $499 for the single unit, or the stereo matched pair for double the price. The 6160 has been widely reviewed online for vocal application, and you can hear it right now on my vocal as well. However, I'm not gonna cover that side of the microphone in this video. What I wanted to focus on was how good is this microphone when you need it to source material for sound design project? How natural are the sound that we can record with the 6160, and how well the sounds translate after heavily processing and modification? To see how this microphone performs for sound design tasks, I've brought it out in the field, outdoor and indoor, recording some sounds in stereo, some sound in mono, and yeah, we're gonna figure it out if we love this mic and if it's a good investment or not. Okay, let's jump on the session. We started recording a small portable camping stove, initially only with the gas valve on without any fire. That was the camera audio. The isolated, unprocessed samples sounds like this. Obviously I couldn't resist and I turned the fire on, but don't do it at home, because I almost burned down the building. That was again the camera audio. Let's listen to the samples as recorded. Now it's time for a quick pass-by with my motorcycle in two different microphone configurations, this time directly as it came out of the microphone. Let's listen. And the selected samples. Okay, now let's make some sound design. First thing we're gonna listen to is one of the most important processes in sound design, which is the selection of the samples and layering of it. The second thing is gonna be an A/B between the natural sounding new layered sound with the processed version of itself. Let's see how this microphone behaves. And now the sound after processing. Pretty cool, huh? Now let's do another couple of sounds on the same line. For the second part, I still wanted something challenging to sound design, but I also wanted to preserve the natural sound of the samples. So I decided to design the mechanical part of a minigun using a fairly common object that most of you are gonna have at home. One of the first recording I did was the impact between a coin and an empty oil can. Then I got my vacuum cleaner and I recorded some suction sounds and some other sample here and there, like the engine and the noise of some dirt in the basket. I also recorded some sample using a drill, and to make things a little bit more spicy, I got a vibrator and I recorded some evolving sound using it against the empty oil can. Remember that I applied almost no processing, but now let's listen to the sample pre and post mods. And finally, to conclude and garnish our minigun, I use some samples from library for the gunshot. And finally, this is our 6160 version of a minigun. And now let's listen how the two sounds combined together create a small scene. At the end of the day, the sE6160 is an incredible tool to add in your microphone arsenal. It's extremely versatile, it performs very well on vocals and great in the field, very natural sounding, a little too harsh sometimes on the S's, but nothing that you cannot fix like with a good positioning of the microphone. The only two down points for this tool are switches accessibility, didn't like them, still don't love them, and the weather sealing. But let me know if you tried the microphone, what you think about it, how does it feel in your hand? Did you like the way it sounds on the samples we recorded? What would you like to hear from this mic in the near future before I decide either to return them or to keep them? And most of all, if you like the content and you want to see more of these kind of videos, please like and subscribe. I'll do my best to test all the gear. Thank you so much. I'm Marco from 11K Audio with the sE6160 by sEElectronics. See you next time.